When we had last left the Nameless One, they continued their tour of sigils, the hive in the sigil. They were cruising around the mean streets, fighting actually a whole bunch of thugs, as it turned out, who really didn't want them hanging around, and learning new insults from local harlots, learning about weird monoliths that had a whole bunch of names on them, and also learning from Ingress how terrifying it was to live in a world filled with portals. Now they found themselves at the Gathering Dust bar, where they were able to end the contract to sell his body in death to the Dustman, the contract of Angyar? Nonetheless, they owed him a favor and a little room to stay in or something like that back at their house. Now it's time to check in with Emmerich and all the other folks inside of the bar. This is Planescape Torment, Enhanced Edition. Welcome back. Let us see. Did I chat with Emmerich just yet? Let me see here. Let's see. I don't think, yeah, I did not. Angyar. Okay. Hello, Emmerich. You see Emmerich. He is regarding you with a stony gaze. I had some questions for you. Ignore Emmerich. Continue on. I had some questions for you. Emmerich waits. Is this your bar? Oh, is this your bar? Right. Okay, I must take my leave. I did talk to Emmerich. He just didn't have anything important to say. Okay. These gates are made of a featureless black metal. There doesn't appear to be any way to open them. Okay. Can I look in here? I can, but there's nothing. This looks like a mirror, but there is no reflection of the bar in it. Okay. Zombie worker, hello? This female corpse is dressed in a heavy burlap shirt covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closed, and her arms and legs are wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seem to have been soaked in preservatives to keep the corpse fresh. As a result, the corpse's rotting odor has been replaced with an equally repulsive vinegar smell. Okay, doing anything later? Yeah, same. These dustmen, I assume nothing new. You see a somber, pale-faced dustman in black robes. She is staring silently into her drink. Greetings. The dustman looks up. Yes? Can I ask you some questions? Not at this time. The dustman becomes silent and turns back to her drink. Farewell. Okay, another barrel or something? I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Okay, how about Siri or Sarai the Skeptic? As you approach, the elderly woman turns and stares at you. La, look who's come a-callin' on Sarai today, Des dearest son. She looks you up and down, then shakes her head in disbelief. By every power and its mother, boy, what crypt did you crawl out of? I didn't crawl out of any crypt. I'm fresh from the mortuary, actually. Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Farewell. I'm fresh from the mortuary, actually. That's so. Sarai raises an eyebrow. Warms my ears to hear you gave that place the laugh, boy. Not much of a watering hole for one who isn't relieving themselves. She sniffs. Too many cobwebs and dusty minds. You don't like the mortuary? Aren't you a dustman? I had some questions. I must take my leave. You don't like the mortuary? Aren't you a dustman? A dustman, I suppose. Siri sniffs. I've seen enough sand pass through the hourglass while wearing these robes. This body's almost ready to pay the ferryman. She chuckles, but there's not much mirth in it. Are you afraid of dying? Course I am, boy. Who isn't? She frowns and glances around. Well, except dustmen. They're not afraid because they've been swallowing so much of their own bat droppings over the decades they've blinded themselves into thinking that death is some kind of release. It is a release of some sort. You don't sound like much of a dustman. So what sparked this crisis of faith? I see. I had some other questions. I must take my leave. Farewell. You don't sound like much of a dustman. She shrugs. I guess the dustman robes don't fit me as well as I used to. What happened? She shrugs. Life, I suppose. She frowns. Never you mind. I won't bore you with the niggling details. I'd like to know, actually. Sure. Oh, would you? She looks at you skeptically. How old you take me for, boy? Truth, old. Let her down gently. Not too old. Lie out of kindness. Rather youngish. I don't know, and I don't care. I had some questions. I must take my leave. Farewell. I don't know. Yeah, do I take you for being old? Let's see. Yeah, elderly woman. Okay. I take you for being old. I will say the truth. Yeah. She snorts. Well, you're wrong. I'm really old. Now, I've spent most of my years teaching dustmen. I've seen many dustman whelps grow within our order, taught them the ways of the faction, kept the faith, preached the tenets of the faction. She frowns. And so on and so on. No questions, no doubt. This life was merely an antechamber that led to the true death. What happened? You know, this is starting to bore me. Farewell. I see. Look, I had some other questions. I must take my leave. Farewell. What happened? Well, a half-month back, I went sick with the fever. She sighs. I thought it was the end. It rattled my cage. How? Her face becomes as stone. There's something about having your faction members circle around your deathbed like a pack of pale-faced ghouls, nodding and agreeing that your suffering and dying is all for the best. Oh, Sarah is so fortunate. She shall soon be relieved of the burden of life. Burden of life. That's when it struck me. That there's something. A queer expression comes over her features. Addled about not appreciating your life. The dustman keeps saying that life is misery and suffering. Is it that we should be happy to pass on into oblivion? Should we? She shakes her head. Questions, and precious few answers. It doesn't sound like you believe in the dustman philosophy anymore. What will you do? Doesn't sound like you believe in the philosophy anymore. I suppose I have got a swarm of doubts all buzzing in my skull. She rubs her temples. Hard to get them all to be quiet sometimes. They need to be fed some answers, and I haven't got them all worked out yet. What will you do? To be square, boy, I don't know. Ceres sighs. That's the problem with doubt. I can't even trust what I'm feeling is true, or if I'm scared of death only because of my brush with the fever, or even what I should do. Is this a passing thing? I don't know. Whoa, okay. Sarah, if you had truly believed in the dustman philosophy, then your brush with the fever would not have left you with such doubts. That sounds very true. Sarah, I would treat this as a test of your belief. It sounds like these feelings are only temporary. All those years of devotion to the dustman could not have been false. At the core of the dustman philosophy is that this life is one of pain. It is a weapon that uses life against the soul to keep it anchored to this existence. Do not let this brush with the fever break your dustman belief so. Time will heal these doubts. It is a difficult thing to answer. Look, I had some other questions. I must take my leave. Farewell. No, I think the first one is most true. Though maybe my answer is colored because I don't share the dustman belief at all. Sarah, if you had truly believed in the dustman philosophy, then your brush with the fever would not have left you with such doubts. Sarah stares at you, then nods slowly. Maybe so, maybe so. She frowns, her face wrinkling up in concentration. I'll have to chew it over some more. You should. It is no small matter. Now, enough of me rattling on about my woes. She stares at your scars. You look like you've shared a few handshakes with death yourself. Hasn't that changed your views somewhat? Doesn't it make you appreciate life a bit more? Well, my condition is unique. I woke up in the mortuary. I think they mistook me for a corpse and were prepared to bury me. The strange thing is, I think I actually had died and got better. Truth, yes. Truth, not really. I don't really want to talk about it. I had some other questions. I mean, how unique is my condition, right? Like I had said before, if every time I die, which I don't know that this is the case, right? This might be the case newly. This might be a new version of what's going on with me. But let's suppose it's not, right? For the sake of this, like, sort of thought experiment, let's suppose it's not. Let's suppose that every time I die, my memory is wiped, and the only thing that keeps it from being wiped are conversations with the people and world around me, my journal, my tattoos or scars or anything imprinted onto my body, you know? That's about the only thing I keep with me. Otherwise, every time I die and am reborn, I may as well be a new guy, right? I may as well be a whole other new person. If that is the case, if we take that at face value, and we don't assume that there's anything else going on, which there probably is, then I would say yeah. Yeah, I would say yeah. Because each like, cycle, it has some preciousness in and of itself, right? Truth, yeah. And well, it should. Nothing comforting about death. I can still say my condition is unique, too. Huh. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me adjust this thing here. There we go. Good. Apologies. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll say this. Well, my condition is unique. I woke up in the mortuary. I think they mistook me for a corpse and were prepared to bury me. The strange thing is, I think I actually had died and got better. Sarai blinks. You're rattling my coffin. It's true. Yeah, I'm just joking. Not really. I don't really want to talk about it. I had some other questions, though. Not really. I'm not rattling your coffin. Strange are the ways of the plains, and I've seen too much to throw any tale out with the wash. She studies your face. If it's true, why does this happen? I don't know. All I know is I woke up in the mortuary with no memory and covered with enough wounds to kill me 3 times over. Let's be verbose. Now don't be saying that too loud. She glances around. Most peculiar. Never heard of anything like that. Shame about the memories. Do you have any idea why this happens? Nay, not a one. Never knew anyone who death wouldn't take. Until now. Well, perhaps I could ask you some other questions. Questions, eh? Well, you can ask. Sarai looks at you with a steely eye, then smiles. Crypt crawler. I didn't crawl out of any crypt. I wanted to ask you about... Is Sarai, like, flirting with me? What is this? I wanted to ask you about some of the dustmen in particular. Have you seen a journal of mine? I'm missing mine. I'm searching for a man named Farad. Have you seen him? I didn't crawl out of any crypt. She frowns, her face wrinkling like crumpled parchment. Right then, what coffin did you crawl out of? She mumbles. One of those shoddily splint coffins at Hamry's, most like. Gives corpses splinters, I hear. She sniffs. That boy's not been worth a clipped copper since his father died. I didn't crawl out of a coffin either. Who's Hamry's? I didn't crawl out of a coffin. I'm fresh from the mortuary, actually. Who's Hamry's? Hamry's is a coffin maker in the lower ward. Inherited the shop when his father died. Much to the shame of every corpse needing a coffin, crypt, or tombstone and sigil. What happened to his father? Those ears just for show, boy. He died, she mumbles. His son talked him to death, most likely. That boy's tongue doesn't stop rattling. I'm surprised he doesn't shake his head loose from his shoulders. You two sound like you have a lot in common, then. I'm looking for some information. Can I ask you some questions? Do I want to say this? This is a little mean. Will she take it as being mean, though? I'll say it. You two sound like you have a lot in common, then. She narrows her eyes. Do us both a favor and latch that bone box of yours, boy. Don't be drawing commons between me and that yapping whelp. Alright, I had some other questions. Okay. I wanted to ask you about some of the dustmen in particular. No harm in it. Who's on your mind? How about awaiting death? Awaiting death? That boy has half the sense of a jackass. He actually wants to die. And him so young too. I wish death would rattle his cage. Teach him a few things. Okay, can I ask you about the other dustman? How about Mortai? Mortai? Ha! I thought you were gonna ask about a dustman, she spits. There's no dustman who's less a dustman than that jink-smacking, bone-box-rattling lackwit. What do you mean? Mortai's so anxious to impress his betters by getting the most dead contracts signed that I wonder if he'll ever be a dustman. I don't understand. He's eager to get his contract signed, boy. He's concerned about his reputation. He's thinking of his career in the dustman. That alone says it all. I still don't understand. It's said that passions kill, Sarai snorts. For dustmen, it's the opposite. Passions keep you alive. And if you can't strip yourself of passions, whether eagerness, greed, or ambition, then you're doomed to never truly die, because life would always hold a piece of you. Okay. Can I ask you about some other dustmen? How about Emmerich? That stone-faced old fool. I taught him, you know, and I used to hold the man in high regard. Then I woke up. He's a crusty old ghoul that sits here in his off hours to make sure the younger dustmen have a symbol of authority here in this bar, she mumbles. Old vulture. Can I ask you some other questions about dustmen? How about old Copper Eyes? Don't know much about that one. He's a strange blood. He never moves from that spot, never eats, never drinks, just waits. She shivers slightly. Makes me uneasy. Can I ask you about some other dustmen? Actually, I met a scribe named Dahl at the mortuary. Do you know him? Dahl? He was my instructor in the philosophical arts during my early training at the mortuary, and a crusty fool to boot. He's ill, so my ears tell me. I bet he'll even bore death with his presence. Is he dying? Which, we know this, but we may as well hear what she has to say, right? Is he dying? Sicker than a spotted dog he is. Not much sand left in the hourglass for him. Can I ask you about some other dustmen? I met a guide at the mortuary, Suego. Do you know of him? That boy used to be a regular around here. Don't know what happened to him. Could be he was shaken up after his friend died. Huh. Explain. One of his friends was killed in the hive a few weeks ago, torn apart by rats. She shakes her head. Messy business. Has Suego always been a guide at the mortuary? No, only for the past few months. And last I heard, he was just sent off for some missionary duty, but I don't know where. Can I ask you about the other dustman? Okay. One of the embalmers in the mortuary, Iveen. Do you know of her? Who? A strange young woman. Poor eyesight, near deaf, talons for hands. Sarai shakes her head. Maybe she's a new initiate. I've never heard of her. Really? Huh. Okay. Other dustmen. I think we got them all. Yeah, some other questions instead. I guess we could ask about my journal. Maybe we'll get something. Have you seen a journal recently? I'm missing mine. What does it look like? No idea. If you don't know what it looks like, how do you expect to find it? I'm beginning to wonder that myself. I had some other questions. Okay. I'm searching for a man named Ferret. Have you seen him? Sarah's face crumples into a frown. That dog. He's the worst of the collector lot. I heard he has his kip set up somewhere in Ragpicker Square. Many streets west of the mortuary gate. Dangerous place, though. Some of those collectors aren't patient enough to wait for folks to die, so they can sell them for junk. Collectors? They're vermin that scavenge the bowels of the hive for bodies to sell to the dustmen. Make a living off of the dead. A motley breed. Makes you ashamed to share the same city with them. She sighs. At least they help keep the streets clean. Alright. Other questions? I don't think so. Yeah, I must take my leave. Okay. How about this person here? Zombie worker. This female corpse is dressed in a heavy burlap shirt covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closed, and her arms and legs are wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seem... Okay, we've read this before. Okay, I'll leave it in peace. Rags back here? I guess I'll take them. Okay. Mortai, should I talk to you again? Because we didn't get to talk to Mortai except for about the contract, right? So we may as well. Mortai Gravesend. Ah! Mortai frowns as you approach, clucking his tongue. You again. Have you come to make me surrender more contracts in the name of the Dustman faction? He frowns and sighs. Well, no matter, no matter. The past is past. He regains his old smile and nods at you. What is it I may do for you? I had some questions for you. Of course, of course. Mortai nods. It would be my pleasure to answer any questions you may have. Tell me about that contract again. The contract? Why, it is but a simple transaction. From the depths of his huge robe, Mortai pulls forth a dusty parchment and a quill pen. I give you 50 commons. In return, after death, the Dustman faction may claim your remains. He smiles, then clucks his tongue. What use will you have for them at that point anyway? What do the Dustmen do with the body? 50 coppers for my corpse? Very well, I'll sign. Not interested, thanks. I did have some questions, though. I don't think you can help me. Farewell. What do the Dustmen do with the body? Mortai holds up his hands as if he doesn't know. What does it matter? It is of no consequence when you pass on. Matters to me. Very well, I'll sign. Not interested, thanks. I have some other questions, though. I don't think you can help me. Farewell. It matters to me. Well, if you must know, oftentimes nothing is done with the body, and it is we, the Dustmen, who have wasted all that money. More fools us. Mortai gives a light smile, then looks apologetic. But rarely, there are times when the workers in the mortuary need to be replaced, and then we may have a need for your body. You mean I'll be animated as a corpse and put to work in the mortuary? It doesn't sound good. Very well, I'll sign. Not interested, thanks. I did have some questions, though. I don't think you can help me. Farewell. So then they well and truly are, like, dead, right? All the zombies? Okay. Huh. That said, if I do this and I go through it, will they try and, like, zombify me? Even if I haven't died like true death? It doesn't seem like it. In fact, maybe that's what they were trying to do there. That's why I was at the mortuary, because I had already signed this contract. Huh. That said, how can I sign the contract when I don't know my name? Yeah, I can't sign the contract, can I? I'm gonna say I'll sign it just to see what the fuck happens. How can I sign it? Very well. Excellent, excellent. Mortai looks overjoyed. With a thin smile, he places a dusty sheet of parchment and the quill pen in front of you. You shall not regret it. He jabs his finger at 3 points on the page. Sign here, here, and here, and our transaction is concluded. Sign there, and there, and there. You know, you show more emotion than other dustmen I've met. Let's say that. Mortai's smile turns cold. I trust you meant no offense, sir. I did not. Let me sign the contract. Is there a problem? I meant no offense, but you seem awfully eager to sign this contract with me, and for a dustman, eagerness strikes me as odd. Yeah, let's say that. Eager? Mortais arches his eyebrows, then coughs politely. Sir, do you wish to sign the contract or not? If not, I wish to sign the contract. Is there a problem with showing emotion? My apologies, I do not wish to sign the contract. I had some other questions, though. Is there a problem with showing emotion? Oh my, yes! Mortai frowns. Too much passion, too much emotion prevents one from reaching the true death. To be passionate runs contrary to the philosophy of our faction. True death? The true death is the state of peaceful oblivion all dustmen aspire to, and help all others reach. He clucks disapprovingly. Anything that ties a soul to this life is shunned by our faction. Whether these ties are possessions or emotions, you see, passions act as an anchor on the soul, preventing it from reaching the true death. He shakes his head. Very bad, very bad. Okay, I had some other questions. Oh, I ended up not signing the contract. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Should I sign it? I feel like I am a weird situation where maybe I shouldn't sign it. Alright, no questions today. Okay. Mortai nods as you turn to leave. He has a strange expression on his face. Is there something wrong? Mortai frowns. Forgive me, I must ask again. Are you sure we haven't met before? Possibly, I do not recall you. No, I don't believe so. Farewell, Mortai. Possibly, I do not recall you. Mortai shakes his head. Well, no matter. Farewell, Mortai. Yes, farewell, farewell. Mortai studies you as you leave, and you hear him mutter under his breath. Something about that one. I don't know, I think I really... You know what? Maybe I'll sign it, for real, just for the money. Ah, traveler. Mortai smiles as he sees you. We meet again. And how may I help you on this fine Sigillian day? He looks hopeful. Come to sign the contract, perhaps? Contract? Yeah, I'll sign it. Very well. 50 coppers for my corpse. I'll sign. Excellent, excellent. Mortai looks overjoyed. With a thin smile, he places a dusty sheet of parchment and the quill pen in front of you. You shall not regret it. He jabs his finger at 3 points on the page. Sign here, here, and here, and our transaction is concluded. Okay, I will sign. You take the quill in your hand, and you begin to scratch your signature into the parchment. The quill pen makes a strange, scritching noise as it touches the parchment, like a dagger writing on steel. As you try to sign the parchment, however, you notice that it seems to be shifting beneath your pen. No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to sign your name. The contract seems to twist from being a dusty piece of parchment to something alive. Mortai, what's with this contract? When you glance up to speak to Mortai, you see that his face has been replaced with that of a grinning skull. The rest of the bar seems to stop. The patrons fall silent, freezing like statues. Mortai opens his mouth, and a wisp of dust trails from inside the skull. Mortai? With a rasp, the dead's head speaks, dust steaming from its teeth. Sign, but remember, everything has its price. And what can change the nature of a man? The words are ragged, or a ragged dead chorus, as if being spoken by 5, 10, 20, 100 voices. Old, young, female, male, desperate, calm, hysterical. Nature of a man. Yeah, people be writing this in comments. People saying cryptic things about this game to me in a lot of comments, and I don't know what the fuck it means, and it scares me a little bit. A lot of people saying, what can change the nature of a man? And a lot of people also saying, updated my journal, and both have terrified me. Alright, nature of a man. As you speak the words, suddenly you feel faint, and the next thing you hear is Mortai's voice, normal, and his hand upon your shoulder. Sir, are you all right? He laughs uneasily. I thought I'd lost you for a moment. Try and get your bearings. It is as if time has exhaled and removed its natural breathing. The rest of the bars return to normal, and Mortai's face is no longer a dead's head. You feel a strange pressure inside your skull, as if something desperately wishes to surface but cannot. The experience with the dead's head that spoke dust, it was as if you remembered a dozen splinters of memory at once, all stabbing into each other to create an image. And you know, somehow, that every voice the dead's head spoke belonged to someone, now long dead. Just give me a moment, I'll be fine. Mortai removes his hand from your shoulder. He looks uneasy, more at the prospect of losing a customer than any concern for your welfare. As you stare at the dusty parchment upon the table, you know for a fact that this is not the first time you have penned your name to a contract, and perhaps not the first time you have signed one such as this. Finish signing the contract. Actually, Mortai, I think I will hold off before signing this. I have some other questions first. I don't think you can help me. Farewell. I don't know, now it's kind of scary. Now it's kind of scaring me. How am I able to sign it? I don't even know my name. I thought we would get some kind of weird interaction about like, yeah, but you don't even know your own name to sign it. What am I writing down Nameless One? How do I sign anything? Do I want to sign it? It really seems like the game doesn't want me to sign it. But that kind of makes me want to be a little butt and sign it anyway. Right? Like, this is a spooky thing. Like, I went, you know, right? Let's make one thing clear. When I decided earlier to not sign it, there wasn't a scary dead's head that spoke with dust steaming from its teeth, and that gave me a warning and that said, and what can change the nature of a man? That didn't happen when I chose not to sign it. But when I was like, yeah, I'll sign it, suddenly everything was like, oh, time is frozen, everybody in the bars is like breathing, or the breath of time has frozen itself. This guy's head turned into a spooky dead's head. There's dust coming out of the teeth. There's everything has a prize, right? 100 voices speaking all at once to you. You know, shit like that. That only happened when I went to sign it. So you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't fucking know. I'm gonna hold off. Of course. Mortai nods. It would be my pleasure to answer any questions you may have. Okay, goodbye. Okay, farewell. Yeah, I know you. I look like someone to you. Okay. Oh, oh, there we go. It's working again. I guess we'll get out of here. Alright, well, where else should I go? I think I've checked everywhere.
Done.
Well, now we can check down here, clear out some more fog of war. Oh, I think I got everything there. Alley of Dangerous Angles. Northwest portion of the hive. World map. I have a quest for the alley, don't I? Oh shit, we're battling.
Damn.
Okay, hang on.
What's up?
Let's have you Do that.
Leatherhead.
Okay.
Yeah. But a perfectly good waste of arms and legs.
Ooh, the litany of curses did not work.
Filthy sod.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Bronze bracelet. This thick bronze bracelet is heavy, simple, and uninteresting. You could probably sell it to a local merchant for a bit of coin. Okay. Nothing else there. So I could either go to the Alley of Dangerous Angles or the northwestern portion. Can I go down here? Oh, I can. Is there something down here? Oh. Southeastern portion of the hive. Don't we have to go to the southeastern portion? Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Quests. Find Farad. Because isn't that where he was at? You know what? Let's go in the place that's least likely to have important questing for us. Let's go up here to the northwestern portion. We'll just explore around. Okay. Good. Tout, I'll get ye
Hey,
something.
We're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Who am I being watched by? Can I talk to you?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Okay. No, I can't ask Mort about it. Okay. There's a black Abishai. Someone named Molt. I'm gonna talk to this thing. This black-scaled reptile towers to a height of 8 feet. Its great height, however, is offset by its thin, snake-like frame. A long prehensile tail drags behind it, and its leathery wings are hooked behind its back. A strong vinegary smell emanates from the creature, as well as a certain amount of heat. It seems to be ignoring you. Greetings. Whoa, Chief. Mort cuts in before you can speak to the creature. Bar that. You don't want to be rattling your bone box with any fiend on the street. Leave be. I want to ask it some questions. No, you don't. Mort glances at the creature, then turns back to you and lowers his voice to a whisper. They're touchy. Let's just go. I'll risk it. Leave the creature alone. I'll risk it. The black-scaled fiend towers to a height of 8 feet. Its great height. Okay. As well as a strong amount of heat, seems to be ignoring you. Greetings. The creature slowly turns its head down to look at you. Its scaled forehead wrinkles into a frown. Then it opens its mouth, giving a low, rasping hiss. You notice that the heat radiating from the creature begins to rise. I would speak with you for a moment. The creature opens its mouth, displaying a row of blackened fangs. Fire begins to dance around the shoulders and arms of the creature as it gives a long, low hiss. Calm yourself, I just want to talk to you. Hiss back, leave the creature alone. Calm yourself, I just want to talk to you. The creature speaks in a rasping hiss. Its voice sounds like two rough stones being scraped together. It hisses for a few moments, its gravelly voice rising and falling. What? The creature snarls. Nothing to say to you, do I? The fiend's eyes narrow to slits. If stay, your warm blood will cover the stones. I just wanted to ask you some questions. Just try it, and we'll see whose blood covers the street when we're done. Back off and leave the creature alone. I just wanted to ask you some questions. The creature roars, then it launches itself at you. Okay, well. Let's see. We're probably going to get killed here. Let's see what the fuck happens.
I'm gone.
No, if I gotta slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke. What?
Okay.
I'm gone.
Filthy stinkers. What's up, Chief?
Good.
I'm gone.
Plain swine.
Shoot, it's
What's
tough
the
to
word,
get.
Chief?
The Lineage of Curses is not working against it very well at all.
Right.
Your face is just begging.
Hey, is this guy helping out? Hive Thug?
What's up? You father of trolls.
Right.
Yeah?
Done.
Your face is just begging to be kicked.
Oh, there we go.
It's not working on his
Oh, it's immune.
working on his jaw. It's
Okay.
hanging on
Oh,
by
it's
a
fucking
thread.
immune.
Could you give me a hand here?
Okay. I guess we're going into the flop house real quick. Okay. Let's just head in here. Are we good? Are we good now? Is it going to come inside? Okay. Ooh,
I'm gone.
okay. It's still really pissed. It is so pissed. Okay. Hang on. Do I have a weapon that isn't normal with which I can attack it? Maybe a crescent hatchet? Does that mean like old school, like not a normal weapon? Like I need to use, what do you call it? Like a +1 crescent whatever?
I'm hurt.
Talk
Nope,
about
I got
beating a
killed.
dead horse.
All right, let's see what happens when I die.
Ooh, thought we lost you for good this time, Chief.
Okay. Now I can go back and talk to that guy who I said I would talk to if I died.
I'm gone.
Okay. Sure. Am I back here in this area? I'm gonna
Huh?
talk to Mort.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Okay. Nothing. I thought there would be more fanfare about me coming back. Okay.
Done.
Sure. Well, let's head down. Or should I go speak with Doll? I still have my journal, right? Yeah. Okay. Hello, Doll. Anything new? Greetings again, Restless One. More questions? No, okay, nothing new. Goodbye. Okay, let's head over here. How do I heal up, Mort? I guess I can rest, right? Let's see. Do I remember how to rest? I don't. Rest party. Can't rest in this area. Alright.
I'm gone.
Uh-oh. Mortuary front gate. Let's just haul ass out of here.
Done.
Good. Is it still gonna be mad at me, you think? If I go back over there? It's gonna remember? It's gonna try and kill me every fucking time? Alright. Holy shit, it's still mad at me. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Is it still mad? Oh yeah, it's definitely pissed. He's definitely pissed. You know what? Maybe to ease exploration, we should load. Right? Maybe we should load. Okay. Let's see. Which one would it be? Right here, huh? Yeah, right before we aggroed it.
I'm gone.
Okay. Frightened hive dweller. What's up with you? You see a man in tattered clothing. As you approach him, he suddenly stops and begins to look around, frightened. Hello? The man looks startled, then takes a step back. Huh? What you be wanting, Cutter? His voice is shaky, and he seems taken aback by your scars. I've nothing on me, so's I don't, and my rags are not worth the trouble. Calm yourself, I'm not here to rob you, I had some questions. Okay. He keeps a safe distance, and his eyes dart from side to side, as if expecting something to step out from the shadows. Questions, you said? And, what might those questions be? Okay. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? You're missing a what? He looks confused. No idea where you'd find such a thing, Cutter. Okay, other questions? What might those questions be? Do you know someone named Farad? Name's not one I know, Cutter. Who's he? He's a collector, I think. He thinks. Well, then he most likely has his kip in Ragpicker's Square, then. You might want to look there, during the day, that is. Not a nice place at night. I'm pretty sure we heard this before. Alright, goodbye. He licks his lips as you turn to leave. Cutter, you might think you... He studies you for a moment. You could spare a few coppers for blood who helped you on your way. Not many around here do that for a fella. Enough for a man to wet his tongue after all that talking, eh? No. I'll spare your life, how's that? Fair enough, give him a copper piece. Give 5 coppers, 10 coppers. Lie. Sorry, I don't have any money to spare. Alright. Sure. How much is enough to wet your tongue? I don't even know how much booze is. Fair enough, I'll give you a copper piece. He glances around to see if anyone saw the exchange, then tucks the jink into the folds of his robe. Thank you kindly, Cutter. May the lady's shadow pass you by. Farewell.
Cutter, come on, you don't want to sleep out here, it's cold. Come on inside where it's warm.
Who is this? Porphyron. Well, let's see. Oh, no, wait, it's this person, Malthus Welling. Okay, let's talk to you. Are you a dustman? This man appears less dour and wary of passers-by than the people around him. He moves with an upbeat gait, casually scanning the ground to either side of him as he goes. As you approach him, he nods a friendly greeting. Greetings. Nod in return, pass him by. Greetings. Hello, Cutter. Say, you seen any deaders about? No, none nearby, no. I had some questions. None nearby. Too bad. He shrugs. Had some questions, did ye? Ask away, then. What are you looking for? I'll start from the top. What are you looking for? Deaders, of course. Don't you recognize the robes of a collector? He grabs a hold of the cloth and holds it up for your inspection. No. Collectors? I know what collectors are, but I'll say no. Ah, collectors. He indicates his ragged brown robes. These here are collector's robes, Cutter. Any poor sod you see wearing these, me for instance, he's most likely looking for debtors. Bodies to sell at the mortuary. He shrugs. Whatever it takes to get by in the hive, right? Do the collectors work together? Do you work together? He laughs heartily. Hells no. We all dress the same, but there's only so many debtors to go around. We band up, usually, and competing bands, packs, gangs, whatever you like to call them, aren't none too friendly with one another. Are there rival packs of collectors near here? He nods. Sure as sigils round, most collectors in the hive call Kip in Ragpicker's Square, and a dump just north of here, through the large gate. It's mostly run by Sharegrave's laddos. Now, since we fought most of Farad's boys off. Ooh, okay. Tell me about Farad.
Don't know much about the man myself. We spent a lot of time fighting his boys, but they've all suddenly disappeared, along with Farad. We still catch the occasional straggler in Ragpicker's Square, but we've no idea where the rest are hiding at.
Does he have many men left?
He must, 'cause we hear his lot's been real successful of late, finding lots of debtors, making lots of jink off the dusties at the mortuary. Don't know how either, as we've been having trouble finding corpses of late.
He shrugs. Tell me about Sharegrave.
Sharegrave, he's my boss. I never speak with him though. Never even seen him too close like. Keeps to himself mostly, and runs things through a few underlings. You can find him, in his case, at Ragpicker's Square, but I'd stay away unless you got good reason to talk to him. He's a bit peary of strangers, he is.
Okay. I had some other questions. Can you tell me about this area? Oh, he also says,
Ask away, Cutter. Mayhap I'll get lucky and someone will keel over and die while we're chatting.
Okay. And about this area?
This is the hive, Cutter. What we hivers like to call the Arsender Sigil. Not that Sigil's got an end, being round and all, but you know what I mean. Anyway, north and west of here, through the big gate, is Ragpicker's Square, where collectors, like me, call Kip. Don't know much about the rest of Sigil, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'm searching for a journal I've lost.
I haven't run across one. Tell you what, though, if I do, I'll hold on to it for you.
Really? Okay. Thanks, I'd appreciate that. Farewell.
And farewell to ye too, Cutter.
He waves and walks off. Okay. How about this Porphyron? Every inch of this man's skin is covered in a web of black lines. It's as if some artist chose to accentuate every crease in his flesh with a quill pen. The overall effect is such that even when his face shows no expression, he appears to be frowning. Greetings.
This one has a name. This one is called Porphyron.
The man's voice is like a gong. As he speaks, the lines on his face bend and settle into a series of spherical patterns.
This one would know. Why do you address this one?
I wanted to ask you some questions about the city.
This one would have you know. This one cannot answer your questions.
The lines on his face twist into angles, then split into a mess of scribbles.
This one has only recently stepped foot into this place of walls.
Alright then, but I have to ask you this. Why do these lines upon your face move? Very well then, sorry to disturb you. Farewell. Why do these lines upon your face move?
The lines show anger. Do you take offense?
The lines slowly straighten, forming into gentle curves.
No offense was meant. Will you accept the many apologies of this one?
No offense taken. Why are you angry?
This one tells of event recent. Did you know this one was beset by 3? The 3 demanded an item of this one. This one feared an attack. What does this one do? This one surrendered the item.
Well, you were right to be afraid. If there were 3, then they might have killed you, and you had killed you had you not given up the item. I see, I mourn your loss. Farewell. Yeah, you were right to be afraid, I think.
This one has been misunderstood.
The lines on his face become angled, then smoothed into curves again.
This one did not fear being killed. This one feared killing the 3.
Well, if you could have killed them, why did you let them rob you? That was very brave of you and considerate. Farewell. Well, if you could have killed them, why did you let them rob you?
This one walks the path of a warrior. Many weapons have walked with this one. The fist, the blade, the stave, the hatchet, the smiter. These tools are all known to this one.
That's not much of an explanation. Again, if you're a warrior with that much training, why let them rob you? Why let them rob you?
This one is forbidden to attack.
The lines ripple across his face as he speaks.
If this one had struck at the three in anger, the vow of non-violence would be unmade.
Vow of non-violence. You're a warrior and a pacifist.
This one is unfamiliar with your speech. What is this pacifist?
Never mind. Why did you train so much if you're not permitted to attack another?
This one is of the Order of Eridage. We await the final days where all will be called to battle. The training and skills of this one, they are to be kept silent until then.
In the meantime, you will let yourself be robbed in the street without defending yourself? If that is your belief, then you have upheld it. I mourn your loss. Farewell. In the meantime, you will let yourself be robbed in the street without defending yourself?
This one will clarify. The item is of value. The discipline of the Eridage is of greater value.
Since you won't fight, any chance you could talk these thieves into returning your item?
This one addresses the three thieves. What happens? The requests of this one are met with scorn. The three will not return the item.
I could go see if I could get the item back for you. I could go beat them like dogs and take back what they stole. I could go get that item back for you, if you could pay me for my services. I see, I mourn your loss. I could go see if I could get the item back for you.
This one must ask, would you bring violence to the three that have robbed this one?
Well, if they aren't smart enough to hand it over when I ask, things could get ugly. Not if I can help it. You know, I don't think I can help you. Farewell. Not if I can help it.
This one fears. A message absent of violence will not be understood.
The lines of the man's face form into a series of ellipses.
This one is not opposed to you trying.
Alright then, what is the item you've lost?
The item is this. A rope of black and red prayer beads worn around the neck. The worth of these beads is not measured in copper. The worth of these beads is measured in faith.
Alright then, I'll see if I can find this necklace. Do you know where these three thugs might be?
This one knows where the angry words were traded and the item lost. By the bar that burns inside. The three were outside the place, dressed in black and red.
Three robbers dressed in black and red outside a bar that burns on the inside? That can't be too hard to find. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay. So is this? Is this the bar that burns on the inside? The Flop House. Whoa, what are these? Those big bugs? Someone here named Mar. Come here, says Mar.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural.
Who are we being watched by?
Casual.
By Mar?
Here you go, Connor. She's all yours.
Okay. Hello. Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body in sinister yellow tendrils. He motions towards you, frantically, in an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. Approach this person and hear what he has to say. Hold your breath and leave. Okay, let's hear out this stinking guy. A lot of excitement crosses his face as you approach.
Thank ye for stopping. My name is Ma, and I've a favour to ask of ye.
I'm listening.
'Tis a matter of life and death. I must be delivering these here books, or it'd be me head for sure. 'Tis me bad luck that I twisted me leg something fierce. So will you help me out by delivering these here books for me?
Okay, I'll deliver the box for you. Mars slowly takes out a small box from within the recesses of his ragged clothing. For the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret cross his face. Then, it is gone, as he looks at you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. A sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care.
What now?
It's been needing to be delivered to Kuatra. He can usually be found somewheres down in the southeastern section of the hive. Oh, unless you try to say I didn't warn you, whatever happens, don't open the box, and don't leave the hive with the box. Now be off with ye.
I'll be back when I deliver the box. Farewell. Southeastern
Updated
section?
my journal.
Uh-oh. I'm locked into... He ran off. Okay. Should I immediately go to the southeastern section? I'm actually going to do that. I'm afraid that I'm... Look, now that I've spoken with Ingress, I'm afraid that I'm going to accidentally walk into a portal somewhere, and I will leave the hive, and thus fail or upset this quest in some form or another. So I'm going here immediately. I could also open it. I could do that. This appears to be a small wooden box. Intricate designs etched in gold adorn the box. At one time, this box would have been worthy enough to be displayed at any aristocrat's estate. However, years of neglect have taken their toll, and it appears to be falling apart. If not for the large ruby mounted on the front of the box, it would be worthless. Feelings of dread seem to emanate from the box. Okay. The dread box.
I'm gone.
Let's go down here. Cool your heels here, Cutter. 1 copper gets ye your directions. Tout. Okay.
I'm gone.
Well, I don't yet see who I'm meant to look for here with this. You don't think this is like a bomb? Oh, who is this? This is a barrier. Like a centaur? Barrier? Maybe that's it. Much of this creature's body is a combination of man and ram. His head is a mix of sorts with a broad, flat nose, goat ears, and a pair of curling horns. Intricate designs are shaved into his dirty pelt, and a massive 4-flanged polearm hangs from his belt harness. He doesn't seem to notice you. Greetings. He turns to face you with startling speed, his eyes dark and suspicious of you. His voice is deep and rumbling, not quite human and heavily accented.
What do you want, 2 legs?
Is that it? His hand is close to his polearm. Only to speak with you, I had some questions. If you're looking for a fight, then you've found it. Nothing, never mind. Farewell. I had some questions. He seems to calm down. His hand drops away from his weapon. He still keeps a certain distance from you, however.
What do you wish to ask me?
Why were you so wary of me? Tell me about this city. Tell me about the slums around us. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? Do you know someone named Farad? I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? Or do you know where I might find one? Nothing, actually. Farewell. Why were you so wary of me? He seems sad for a moment.
This place, a wretched, unclean place, is full of unfriendly, sometimes desperate people. Not the best place for visiting Barrier. Barrier. 2 legs.
He shrugs.
I have business here, though. And so I am.
Visiting? You do not live here? Business, what are you here for? You do not live here. The Barrier shakes his head, laughing.
No, 2 legs. No Barrier could live like this.
Where are you from?
From the plains of Eastgard. 2 legs, they are my home.
He smiles in fond recollection, as if warmed by the memory. What sort of business were you here for?
Another time, 2 legs. If we ever meet in a happier place, I shall tell you all about it.
You had said you were visiting. You don't live here. Let me ask you about something else then.
What do you wish to ask me?
Tell me about this city. He's silent for a moment, as if waiting for something more from you.
What about the city?
What is this place exactly?
Where is it exactly? Never mind, let me ask you something else. Forget I asked, it's nothing, farewell. What is this place?
Why, it is a crossroads, Two Legs. Surely you know that all pass through Sigil.
Pass? You mean paths? Yes, I see. Where is Sigil exactly? Pass? Do you mean paths? He looks slightly annoyed.
Yeah, that's what I said. Pass.
No, you did it again. Paths, not pass. I understand. Where is Sigil exactly?
There?
He looks up thoughtfully, tugging at his goat beard.
It is in the Outlands, the center of the plains. But since you can reach it from just about anywhere, Sigil's in more places than just that, you see.
I think so. What is this place, though? Okay. Sure, I do. Let me ask you something else. Tell me about the slums around us. He looks at you curiously.
What is it you wish to know about them exactly?
Okay. I'm looking for work? He frowns.
I doubt there is any honest work around here. The only thing in ample supply in the hive is trouble.
What about some place to enjoy myself? Mort says, Yeah, the good stuff.
I don't think there's anything to enjoy here, Two Legs. Perhaps you should look elsewhere, in another world.
Okay, other questions. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain?
The lady?
He looks around, as if to see if anyone's overheard.
I only know that she rules this place, all of Sigil, and that the locals feel it bad luck to speak of her.
I see. Answer me something else. Okay. Do you know someone named Farad?
I know few people here, Two Legs. This Farad is not one of them. A friend of yours.
I don't know, really. Perhaps let me ask you something else. Alright, nah, I'm not sure myself. Farewell. Okay. Oh, Kuatra's warehouse. This is where we need to go. Oh, what the fuck? How do I go in? Oh, here it is. Okay.
All right.
Sure. Oh, where did my UI go? Oh my gosh, the game crashed. Okay. Oh, didn't expect that. Okay. Well, let's just boot it up real quick. It's a fast one to boot up. Okay. Let's see here. Was it this one? Yeah, there we go.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Okay. Hello, Kuatra. Moving from box to box, this man seems to be totally immersed in counting boxes and scribbling results down on a piece of parchment. He looks annoyed as you interrupt him. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy taking inventory? Go bother someone else. I was told to deliver this box to you. Well, why didn't you just say so in the first place? Let's see what you've got for me. I'm sure it'll need to be inventoried. Mar told me to give this to you. As you hold the box out for him to take, Kuatra's expression turns from one of interest to that of intense horror. No, please, get it away from me. I don't understand. Why are you afraid of this box? I said, get back. Death, evil. Had to dupe Mar. Couldn't take it anymore. Please, take to Braskin. Live southwest. Hive me. No! Apparently the sight of the box is just too much for him, as he runs screaming from the building. Wait, what am I supposed to do with... Southeast Hive, Braskin.
Updated my journal.
Is this a bomb? Am I carrying around a bomb? I had a strange encounter with Kuatra, who I was entrusted by Mar to deliver this strange box to. Kuatra seemed to be afraid of whatever lies within it. When I showed it to him, he became so frightened that he began to babble and then took flight. From what I could make out from the man's ramblings, he wanted me to take the box to someone named Braskin, who lives somewhere in the southwestern section of the hive. I can only hope that this Braskin fellow will clear things up and take this box off my hands. Can't help but feel a little bit uneasy every time I look at it. Mort, I think we're carrying around a bomb. Okay. Well, this warehouse is... This is it. Okay, small dwelling, it says. Alright, well, expect, for about a week or so, a string of shorter videos. I'm going to be out of town, next weekend or so, and hoping to get some stuff ready ahead of time. That way we can schedule it and publish it ahead of time, right? So, apologies. Won't quite be, the 2-hour videos that, we're newly, freshly accustomed to, but hey, hopefully videos nonetheless. Anyway, when next we return, we will... Should we make a beeline for this Braskin person? I do worry that there might... Like, if this is a bomb, is there, like, an internal timer on it? I don't know. I feel like I should prioritize this box. So maybe I will. Alright. Until next time, please take care of each other.